Welcome everyone to another video. So I messed up on my other video. I didn't realize that this recording also records the video I was watching. It was on a Dragon Ball Super whatever, right? You don't need to know. Anyways, delete that video. I'm gonna start over again. We are gonna go through the entire hour-long battle series. I have 1.5 speed it and cut out all the team selection time for the most part to make this a little bit more bearable, but not that I don't enjoy it, just a really long time to watch a video and commentary it and all that stuff. But anyways, enough babbling about me. We're going up against for the battles in a general Great League, hour-long marathon. For the battles is one of the best trainers in PvP that I face, especially when it comes to Great, Ultra, and in Masters when it comes to the open selection methods. But anyways, let's get started here. Again, spit up 1.5 times, but I still be able to commentary. Again, my file got corrupted, but she gracefully sent me hers. So she is using Altaria versus Medicham, so basically I'm commentating against myself. She's using Dazzling Gleam, which is, I think, better coverage than Dragon Pulse in a more of an open Great League setting, but in Kingdom Club you definitely want Dragon Pulse. So you see here that that Skytack didn't do that much damage, and then here Lantern with Charge Beam and Hydro Pump. Water Gun is a little bit better of a matchup against Medicham, but generally Charge Beam is better for when you want like Thunderbolt to be super effective, like you did in Tempest. Okay, so there you go. Here comes Moonblast, and she's gonna go for another Hydro Pump. At this point in time, I actually would have went double Thunderbolt, just because shielded the first time, indicating that they do want to protect their Cresselia, because most people don't shield on Cresselia because they act like it's a wall and absorb charge moves and burn shields and all that stuff. But anyways, so we're going to go to Skarmory here, load up a little bit of energy, switch out to Magneton, hit that discharge, and then I would have Sky attacked here, knowing like how much energy was built up beforehand to try to get out, especially with no shield scenario. This matchup probably would have turned out a little bit different, but not a crazy amount different, because obviously Cresselia still had a lot of health left. So we're lagging a little bit, lagging, but that's quite all right. And then I think I had a Skuntank as my third Pokemon, so Skuntank would have had a really hard time against either Altaria or against Skarmory, especially Skarmory, since its poison type will double resist or double resist. I think it double resist poison. Could be wrong. I think it's immunity tier. So, anyways, for the most part, I edited out the selection. Maybe not this particular one, but that's quite alright. So, Cresselia. Obviously, you need to trade for Cresselia in order to get it below 1500. And then, obviously, Medicham is super OP. Probably the best power up punch user in Great League. Just super OP. So, we're going Medicham versus Cresselia. So, Cresselia definitely has a huge advantage here. We're going Skuntank here. Maybe a little bit too much time was spent trying to figure out what to switch to. Obviously, in Open Great League, it's a little bit harder to figure out, because but one advice I would have is like you can tap on the switch window, and this is something I learned from Elusive Flip, one of my good friends in Toronto. You can actually click on the switch window and still tap above it, so that way if you're like still trying to figure it out, at least you can do some charge moves in the meantime. So here shielded again, like use burn 2 shields in order to preserve Skuntank, because obviously Medicham was going to be a huge problem for the rest of my team, which you're going to see in a little bit here. Well, okay, here Medicham's okay here. Gonna go for the Ice Punch, and then here gonna go for the Aerial Ace, but I would have just went Leaf Blade, to be honest, because I think it was like low enough health that it would have been okay to go with Leaf Blade. And Leaf Blade is also super energy efficient and has stab. So does Aerial Ace, but it is basically the most efficient move in the game outside of Community Day moves. Well, tied for it at least. These Moonblasts are not going to do anything. Bastion is a hard counter to Cresselia. Basically, these charge moves don't do anything, but Cresselia is a tank, is able to tank these Stone Edges. Bastion also has like pretty low attack stat, but extreme bulkiness. Stone Edge, and then we're gonna go Tropius here. Yeah, if I would have went Leaf Blade, even if they would have shielded or whatever, like it still would have been being able to get a second Leaf Blade off for that Bastion. I don't think it would have finished it off, but at least would have done like at least some damage. So double flyers and Wishcash. Wishcash is like a pretty amazing Pokemon to use in Great League. So we're going Skarmory versus Marshtomp. We're bringing it back to the Boulder days, darker time in Silpher Arena when the meta was ultra limited. But Marshtomp was one of those generalist counters that also did beat Skarmory. So you can see the shield here, and you're going to see another Surf come here. Okay, awesome. And then gonna bring out Wishcash. Wishcash is kind of like the big brother to Marshtomp, but fortunately this Marshtomp has Water Gun, and then I would have just went Mud Bombs here a little earlier. I don't think like it's that advantageous to shield against Marshtomp. For Marshtomp to shield against Wishcash, unless you think you had like big advantageous matchups, which Marshtomp doesn't have too much advantageous matchups. Then here, this is a really great matchup for Wishcash here. And obviously this is hindsight, but these poison jabs don't do very much damage and would necessarily got off more Mud Bombs instead of absorbing more Water Gun damage. So Dark Pulse is coming here. Dark Pulse will hit for a good amount of damage here, and then a second Dark Pulse is coming. I don't know, like it's hard to say whether you should shield or not. Obviously, in hindsight now, it wouldn't have mattered because these Rock Slides are coming, and then the Sky Attack won't do very much damage because the Steel typing does resist, even though Melmetal is not that bulky in Great League. So good second match. Sorry for those who've already watched this, but again, if you guys like this type of format, or you guys want me commentary on your video or in other people's videos, if this video gets to 100 likes, then I'll continue doing this type of format where I'm commenting against myself or commenting against other people's videos that are interested. So maybe something for my channel members, especially if they want me commentary over their Silph Arena practice battles. That would be awesome. Okay, Cresselia versus Tentacruel is actually a really favorable matchup. It would have been a little bit better if Cresselia had Future Sight, but looks like she's trying to farm up for a second charge move. Moonblast is probably the move that you want if you want to pick the 3. Acid Spray almost does nothing. It does reduce the defense by a good amount, but yeah, it like basically does it did a decent amount of damage there, considering Cresselia is one of the best Great League Pokemon in the game. Okay, cool. Let's see what's coming next. As you can see as well, for the battles has really very impressive stats. Almost 55,000 battles, almost 8,000 KMs walked, almost 10,000 Pokemon caught. And again, a regional champ in California. So always really tough matches against her. Medicham versus Skarmory is a good matchup for Medicham because it like these its fighting moves are neutral, and then as well it gets buffed continuously. So, but you do have to shield against these Sky Attacks and Air Slashes. So this Power Up Punch should take care of Skarmory. Okay, well, switch it to Quagsire. I think this is a desperation move on my part. I'm not even sure why I didn't just leave Skarmory in, but probably because I couldn't get to a. And then here is a terrible matchup for Quagsire, and this Celio with body spam, as I like to refer to it, is ready to go. So again, if you guys like this face cam type format, I wish I had like a more creative background. If you guys have some ideas on what else I could put in it without making it look too busy but still make it useful, this body slam will finish off Skarmory there. So perfect, worked out very well. So awesome. 632 Great League battles. She's on her way to 1,000. She'll get there very soon. And then this is another bad matchup for Tentacruel. So this is a very positive matchup. If I had Water Gun, it'd be slightly different, but it does not. And these charge beams charge up Thunderbolt super quick. So here comes the Acid Spray. This basically will do no damage, but that's quite all right. And switch out to Wishcash here. And then the correct switch out to Ivysaur. Ivysaur with Razor Leaf, Power Whip, and Sludge Bomb. These Razor Leafs are just destroying Wishcash. So this is a really good switch, really good team composition here. Let's see what comes next. The only disadvantage with Razor Leaf is that it takes forever to charge. You don't end up getting a charge move off. But the 3 Thunderbolts are going to come fast and heavy. Obviously 2 shield left, makes it really advantageous. Let's see here. I don't think this will KO, but it will come pretty close to KOing. And then it's pretty much over right here. Tentacruel is going to be able to hit this Acid Spray, but that's pretty much it. And then it's GG Tentacruel. Come on, I thought you would do a little bit better for me. But clearly I failed Tentacruel as a trainer. And the Sky Attack will finish off this Tentacruel. So GG, well played there. Really good team composition there. Really good balance of, Lantern gets covered by Wishcash, and Wishcash gets covered by Altera. It's a really good team composition. Then you just need to end up winning the lead matchup. So here, you think this would be a little bit better, considering it's Water Gun's resisted, and Poison Jab. Poison Jab should be neutral, but that's actually not the case here. Acid Spray, and then the Surfs are going to be hit for not very effective damage. Oh, but the switch out to Bastion. Well, that was confusing there. I'm not actually sure what happened there. Oh, this Medicham is going to absolutely ruin this Bastion. Flamethrower, kind of a desperation move here. And then these power punches are pretty much going to finish off this Bastion. And then let's see what happens next. And then I probably wouldn't have shielded that. I guess they built up a little bit of energy, so it's always hard to say. This power punch, even though it's not going to be very super effective, will be enough. And then you kind of like this Medichamp is like on full power mode right now. It's actually pretty nuts at this point in time. And then I ended up going for Blizzard just to guarantee to take it out. But you're kind of in desperation mode at this particular point in time. And then here comes a Skarmory. Skarmory is going to be able to take out this Wishcash, even if it hits a Blizzard here. It's not going to do enough. So GG, well played. And then we are moving on to the next Pokemon battle. So clearly Tentacruel is just getting annihilated here. Let's see here. I at least cut out part of this team selection. There were so many battles here. It's kind of hard for me to cut them all out without spending an enormous amount of time. doing it. I think this is a relatively short one. So Dragonair, Ivysaur, Skarmory. So this both fast moves are resisted. Obviously Dragon Breath is going to do way more damage here. Let's see how much damage. Oh, she shielded. Okay, I didn't even see the shield come up. And then not going to shield here. Which is a total mistake on my part. But let's see what's coming next. Altaria. Good switch out to and then here Bastion is just gonna go to work. At this point in time I would have went Flash Cannon, because Flash Cannon is gonna at least hit for neutral damage. Sky attacks are gonna be double resisted here, so Flash Cannon is definitely the right play, and it hits for a decent amount of damage against Bastion, because you know Skarmory is pretty strong, so gonna hit it there. And then let's see, this Aqua Tail is gonna do a good amount of damage but not enough to KO. And then Stone Edge here, and then she hits the Aqua Tail. I don't know, it's hard to say. I might try to feint it down, but it's hard to say. So see here, and this is pretty much GG right here. Yeah, I would have tried to. Obviously, this would have been a losing matchup regardless, just because Altaria has a bunch of energy loaded already from its first encounter with Dragonair and Skarmory. And then we're moving on to the next one here. So we're going Medicham versus Altaria is an interesting matchup. Obviously, if they hit the ice punches, then they're going to be like pretty devastating right here. You can see it does a lot of damage here. Medicham is going to have to shield this. It makes most sense. Like most people are going to try to shield here. So the power of punches mostly just to boost this. Let's see here. If choose to burn 2 shields here, and then gonna load up. Let's see what she has. Medicham probably makes the most. Well, Lantern's okay too, but it's gonna be, you know, power up punches coming. It's gonna be able to absorb the power up punches the best, and then obviously it's good to shield the second or the later power up punch. But you can see just how much damage these counters are doing after they've been boosted. But obviously Thunderbolt's coming. Let's see here. Thunderbolt. Gonna do a decent amount of damage here, and then we're going to go Medicham versus Tropius. This is obviously an awful matchup for Tropius, and then do the switch out to Melmetal, just because I knew the Ice Punch was coming, and then obviously this Power Punch is gonna come here, and then gonna come Rock Slide on this side, and then obviously here the Ice Punch is just like 3 counters away, and then it's pretty much done for. But that was super close. Really entertaining match and battle. Lots of crazy battle. We were just like on a roll, like just like, oh, you know, it's gonna take me like an hour to edit out my tournament video, so I decided to take a look here. So anyways, we're going Wishcash versus Wishcash here. So the battle of Mud Bomb users are here. This is always like interesting play. Mud Bomb does like a decent amount to Wishcash. It's not a super strong move, but it does have stab. You basically trade them off right now. And then I think I just load up, and then come Azumarill here. I think she tried to switch and not hit this Mud Bomb, and these switches are so glitchy sometimes. And then because of that late switch, allowed to get Ice Beam off, and then allowed it to get a second Ice Beam off. That's how tanky Azumarill is. It's just crazy tanky. Is this getting hit by the strongest fast move in the game by a stab user? And just, yeah, it's insane. Bastion is coming out. probably shouldn't have shielded here because definitely Power Whip is the better choice between the two. And then Flamethrower here. And then Wishcash. Yeah, Mud Bombs are not going to do a ton of damage. And then Mud Bomb, probably followed by another Mud Bomb. Blizzard probably would have been more energy efficient at this point in time, but there's not too much worry here. And then the Blizzard with like 1 HP left is enough to take out Altaria. Okay. So as you can see here, we are just cranking through these matches right now, going back and forth. So this is a bad matchup for Medicham. One of the good counters against Medicham, because Shadow Claw is going to be super effective. These power punches would be neutral. Probably not the smart move on my end to shield there. You should always shield you shouldn't shield the first one because it's not going to do very much damage. The second one will do a pretty good amount of damage. And then let's see if she trades shields. Does not look like she wants to trade shields. Okay. In this matchup, like Bastion's going to be able to tank whatever moves they have. And then Azumarill here actually probably would have stayed maybe in that matchup. Because this switch out leads to maybe in my opinion a more disadvantageous matchup, especially with the energy buildup. And then these sky attacks are not going to do very much damage here. Azumarill is a huge tank. And then maybe like waited a little bit too long on these getting to the Ice Beam. But let's see here. And then Foul Play's coming. Looks like, I'm not sure, she's trying to build up a little bit more energy. And let's see what's left. Okay, Steelix versus Bastion. This is the advantageous matchup for Steelix. It's close though. It's like super close. She doesn't shield here, which is the right move, knowing that I want to bait out this shield here. But the crunch does come here, kind of in a position where you need to hit 3 crunches, and then this Flamethrower is not enough to KO. But are these smackdowns enough? And then this crunch comes right here. So super close, but okay, you can see our conversations between me and For the Battles there, but okay. Normally I don't check my messages in between, but I know she likes to post, especially when they're like super close battles. So, which I was like ultra close there. Really good, not shielding the crunch, because then that would have like made it not very close at all. And like that was like what I call playing for the win move, right? If you do shield, then that's like playing to like make the match close rather than trying to win. So this matchup does favor Medicham, but obviously these Mud Bombs are gonna spam, but they're not gonna do a ton of damage. This Medicham is pretty tanky in Great League. Let's see here. Maybe shield this. I don't know. Nope. Okay. Let's see if she shields this. This will almost KO Wishcash. Basically 3 counters. 3 counters. There you go. Let's see what comes next. Altaria. And then Altaria. Okay. Yep. Shields for the Ice Punch makes sense. Well played. Good prediction. Good counting of the moves there. Ooh, excellent switch there. And then Alolan Marowak gonna come through here with some bone clubs to try to burn the shield there. The Stone Edge is gonna hurt, but gonna shield there, and then presumably a Shadow Ball is coming. Shadow Ball, and then let's see here what Lapras is gonna do. Stone Edge here, and then a Surf's coming here, and then Sky Attack basically is gonna almost finish off. Ooh, yeah, it does finish off. So really well played on For the Battles part. Good team composition too. Yeah, really well played. Good switches. Try to understand the matchups. I thought I cut out more of these battle times, but apparently not. But that's quite all right. These are pretty entertaining battles here. So Ivysaur, Altaria, and Bastion. That's kind of like okay, Frostlass. This is like okay-ish matchup. Obviously, the Bastion is a very poor matchup. I'm not sure why this Frostlass is staying in for so long. The Shadow Ball is going to hit for a decent amount of damage. Then going to switch out to Wishcash here. Basically, these charge moves don't do very much damage to Wishcash. And Wishcash is very tanky. And then here comes another Stone Edge. And then gonna hit for a Mud Bomb here. And then let's see what Mud Bomb, and then finished off there. So come back out with Frostlass. Avalanche should shield here because you're gonna be able to finish off this this Frostlass with no problems at all. And then Malmetal here, definitely Power Whip would be the better move, but that's quite alright here. He would have had to shield anyways, but same amount of energy, so it doesn't make a huge difference here. And then finish it off there. And then Altaria. Ooh, this is an interesting matchup. Let's see if we can Dragon Breath it down. No, looks like 2 Rock Slides were built up. So GG there. Really good matchup. And let's see where we're at. And then we are going to the team comp. Medicham, Lapras. Let's see what her third Pokemon, Bastion. So 2 really tanky Pokemon in Lapras and in Bastion. Lapras kind of getting back to its glory days. I remember the highs and lows Lapras. Lapras was super coveted when it first came out, and then kind of got nerfed when Gen 2 dropped, and the stat rebalance that only impacted Lapras. Well, it was obviously a delayed impact. Kind of like lost some of its glory, and then all these other ice users here. So Azumarill does wall Medicham, and then obviously this is a bad matchup for Azumarill, and then she correctly identified that did not have Hydro Pump on this Azumarill, or else it would be a better matchup. So there you go. Obviously these Stone Edges are doing a decent amount of damage here, so really good switch in here. Made okay, I'm not sure why I hit like there. And then this Ice Beam is not gonna I guess Play Rough. No, Play Rough would not have maybe Play Rough would have been better. Let me know what you guys think. But I think Play Rough would have been better. I gotta double check that. I don't know why shielded there, because like Poliwrath resists either way. Power Up Punch. All right, another Power Up Punch. I definitely would have switched to Medicham here, which she eventually did. and then another Ice Punch. Okay, Power Punch probably would have been better, so she's gonna shield Medicham almost for sure, and then come here with the Ice Punch. It does a good amount of damage, but it would have done even more. And then, yeah, this is a terrible matchup for Melmetal, and this Medicham is just gonna absolutely ruin Melmetal's days. 4 days. So we are on to the next battle, Altaria, Tropius. There's probably like, I would say about 20 to 25 Pokemon that are viable in open Great League. Obviously Altaria is one of them. I don't know necessarily Poliwrath is one of them, just because it was more viable earlier on, but nice Ice Punch. So switch out to Azumarill here, and then gonna switch to Tropius. Tropius is certainly one of them. Azumarill is certainly one of them. And then the second Ice Punch should come. Well, I think the shield's gonna happen here, and then good call on the there, and then let's see what happens. And Ice Punch, not enough to, and then switch to Alolan Marowak just to absorb that Leaf Blade. And to prevent another charge move, and then not going to shield there, which is maybe a dumb move. It's hard to say. And then Shadow Ball. Obviously, if she had charge move priority, it would have been a little bit different situation. And then Shadow Ball, I presume, here. And then let's see here. Obviously, Thunderbolt's the right move here. And then let's see if gets the second Shadow Ball. It does. Alolan Marowak for the win. Obviously, I'm not sure. Obviously, she would have got charge move priority. It would have been different because she would have got the charge move off. That's kind of why I wish like these charge moves, when they both click at the same time, they should just go into like a different interface, and then you choose a shield on one and then tap the charge move. So maybe like have like a 2-3 second windows or something like that. I know it slowed down the matches just a tiny bit, but one person goes and says like, oh, do you want a shield? And then it goes into the other person, something like that. Okay, so this is not a great matchup for, okay, Drapion is super effective, but is going to absolutely get ruined by Medicham. Medichamp's going to show Drapion why Medicham is the king of the Great League. This Aquatail, you probably could have chose not to shield Aquatail because it wouldn't have done that much, but Medicham, when it gets on a roll, it is just going to annihilate absolutely everything. And then let's see here what she does here. Hit the power-up punch. I probably would have hit the power-up punch slightly earlier, knowing that most people don't shield their Cresselia. So that way, like a few counters would have been slightly stronger. And then one more power-up punch just for the road. There you go. Oh, Cresselia. You feel in the heart. Your psychic typing no longer does very well for you. Aurora Beam here does almost like no damage to Alolan Ninetales. There you go, Psyshock. These Mud Bombs, I probably would have did it earlier just because, like, you know, Blizzard not going to do a ton of damage or not energy efficient. And then let's see here. The Psyshock, is that enough to KO? No, it's not. It's pretty much over right here. Probably a dumb move for me for not shielding. more, because I do have one shield left. And then finish off with the ever powerful Ivysaur. So really, really good battle there. Ivysaur, really good, especially if someone has like one shield left. You kind of make them look like a total fool there. Altaria versus a Sableye. So this is like an interesting matchup. Obviously, Power Gem is going to be super effective. Dragon Breath are just like raining down a ton of damage here. These Sky attacks. And then let's see here. Choose a shield. Power Gem. That's the right move for sure. And then switch to Bastion. And again, like you want to hit the switch and keep tapping, especially if you can't decide. At least you're trying to figure out what you're trying to do. This Water Gun variant is a better matchup against Bastion. Let's see here, but obviously like pretty big energy advantage. And then Stone Edge is coming. And then Bastion versus Bastion. I expect the switch out to occur. Or there you go. With Medicham. Flamethrower is the right move, but Flamethrowers would have been a better move for sure, because actually would hit for neutral damage as opposed to being resisted. But here comes the Sky Attack, really good switch out. And then Bastion, I'm assuming Bastion's going to come out. Oh nope, Sableye's going to come out. And then let's see, Bastion here. And then let's see here. And then she has it ready. And this Bastion ends up winning. So really good matchup. Really good switches. Good switch to the Altaria. Being aware of the clock is super helpful in these really competitive matches. I think this is the last battle. Obviously the switcher has to come out right away, or second last battle, I can't remember. So Wishcash Mirror here, switch it to Tropius, makes total sense here. Blizzard's definitely the right play here. You kind of sack your Wishcash or hoping to hit a home run. And then Leaf Blade here. Gonna do a decent amount of damage against. And then Magnet Bomb. Air Lace is definitely not the right move here, because it does double resist and like waste a little bit more energy. It doesn't matter too much unless you were gonna hope to keep the Tropius alive. And then Magnet Bombs here. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is pretty much over. This is GG. Yeah, especially with no shields and one shield left. This Wishcash is just ruining Steelix's dreams. GG Steelix. You are no match for Wishcash. And then the Magneton just melts right into the ground. So really good matchup, really good team composition. Obviously Wishcash, amazing Pokemon to use in general. Great League has that like shield baiting with Mud Bomb and Blizzard. Charge it up super quick, has really interesting typing. Dragonair versus Altaria, the battle of the dragons here. Aqua Tail here. Sky Attack here. Gonna shield. It will result in Aqua Tail here, which basically does no damage. Medicham. Obviously this is pretty bad news for the battle's team composition, because obviously There's the Bastion in the back. Let's see here if we can get to another. Doesn't look like it can. I might have tried to shield against that one just to do a little bit more damage and pray that you can get off the surf. Just because like this is a very bad matchup for Bastion, and then it is the switch out just to conserve, and then you're gonna see here how much more damage Flash Cannon does compared to. Oh, no, never mind. You're not gonna see it at all, and that was mostly just to conserve Medicham's health here and finish off. So I think that is the last match, or there's one more. Okay, we just kept going. This is like a marathon of Great League battles. We just kept going back and forth using a variety of different Pokemon, but you really can probably deduce this match to about like 20 different Pokemon, maybe 10 that are used very frequently here. So this is not a positive matchup for Medicham. I expect the energy built up. Oh, okay, well, actually gonna go for the Power Up Punch here. And then actually gonna let it play out. Interesting. And then allow Ice Beam get hit here, and then this Power Up Punches are slowly going to do more and more damage here. And then let's see if the shield comes. No, it doesn't. And then Tropius is here, and then Skarmory, and then I think this is where we see that Flash Cannon does way more damage. Then Sky Attack at least does like probably 30% or something like that. I'm not gonna shield here, and then one more Flash Cannon. I kind of forced the shield there, and then the Ice Beam here. I don't think she intended to do that Stone Edge. And then Medicham. I don't think it would have made much of a difference. I guess it would have burnt one additional shield here, but I have like 2 shields left, so Aerial Ace here. And then Ice Punch finishes off, especially with the boost. So I think that's the last battle. I could be wrong. I've been wrong 2 or 3 times at this point in time. But I think, or looks like we're going to go one more. Let's see here. This is oh no, it looks like we're done. Okay, that was the last battle. I was like, man, this is already a super long video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Sorry for messing up the audio. Last time I think I fixed it. I don't have it the recording listening to my computer anymore. So no more Facebook notifications, any of that stuff. Other videos playing in the background. If you guys, again, if we can get this video to 100 likes, I will do more commentary on other people's videos, and I'll do more commentary on other people's battles against me and their mindset and approach in this video. And if you're a channel member of mine, you can join if you're willing to support me, or if wanting to support me and can. And then I'm more than happy to review some of your videos, or if you want me to post some of your videos and do some commentary over it, happy to do that as well. And I will see everyone in the next video.